Hi everyone, kumusta mo tanan? My name is Xerxes and I am a certified essential oil specialist here in Cebu, Philippines. And today we'll discuss about a certain subject, the classifications of essential oils, or what they call as the grading system in essential oils. And we have to go in depth about that kind of subject matter because it is a topic in a lot of debates and controversies that revolves around it today. So we all know that we noticed some of the labels in essential oils. It includes a term that says certified pure therapeutic grade or therapeutic grade. So we're going to discuss that one in a short while. Now, to give you a little history, we all know that essential oils have been used 1,000 years ago. Okay, ancient civilizations have been using plants, herbs as medicines for their illnesses, for their diseases, as a cure at that time. Now, in our modern age today, the market of essential oils actually existed 10 to 20 years ago. That's the time that it's booming with the essential oil industry, and companies and brands are trying to sell us with essential oils to the consumer market. So it's just like recently. So through the years, we know we encountered a lot of controversial news, controversial stories that it involves MLM companies and essential oils and aromatherapy. So there is so much politics going on in this industry. But for the sake of discussion, if you are still interested, if you're starting out to use essential oils, I hope I could help you in a way with our discussion today. Now, again, there is a grading system or classifications of essential oils, but to let you know, so far we don't have any third-party governing body or a regulatory board that actually monitors specifically essential oils. And so far with FDA, essential oils are under the category of cosmetics. Okay, and as of the moment, companies are trying to make their own standards of qualifications in terms of their essential oils. So again, there's no standard of essential oils currently in our industry, and these are just orchestrated by the companies themselves, just to assure the consumers like me or like you who might be watching this video, to assure us that the oils that we purchase are actually 100% pure essentials. So for the sake of discussion, it's better to know what are these classifications, even though there is no standards yet, at least for a point of education, because this is beyond the subject about essential oils. So I have my computer in here because I've written a blog about this already. So this is to serve as my cheat sheet. So you would notice that I might be looking this way because I'm actually reading my blog. So let's start with the four grading system, as they call it, by the companies themselves. Okay, this is sort of like their own standards only, internal standards. So first one, we have the grade A. These are actually essential oils that are pure and considered to be certified pure therapeutic grade, as they claim. And these are actually could be organically grown. It is free from pesticides and fertilizers and adulterants. It is never altered. So if they say that this is pure lavender oil, then the chemical components found in that oil should be from lavender, or it should be a natural chemical component of lavender essential oil. So that is grade A. Now grade B are essential oils that are actually pure, but there might be other substances mixed to it. It could be natural chemical substances from other plant added to a particular essential oil, maybe to enhance its fragrance or its therapeutic benefit. But it might contain fertilizers, it might contain some pesticides, so it's adulterated. Now grade C, this is what we call as perfume grade essential oils. These are oils in which synthetic substances are added to it to enhance its fragrance and its aroma. So again, the perfume industry is not concerned about the therapeutic benefit of these essential oils because they're after the concern of the aroma and the fragrance of the oil. So sometimes they have to add some substances to it to enhance its fragrance, and it's massively produced. It's widely used in the making of perfumes, and that's why they're called perfume grade. Now, the next grading system is grade D. This is actually hydrosol. These are liquid that comes from, or it's a byproduct when we distill a plant. Okay, it's used mostly in skincare, hair care products, and cosmetics, and we commonly call these hydrosols as floral water or rose water. So that is grade D. So there you go, guys. You just have only 4. So take note of these grading systems. And again, these are just internal standards set by the companies themselves. It is not a standard from the industry of essential oils. And again, FDA never recognizes this grading system or these standards for essential oil because, again, we don't have any third-party regulatory board or governing body that monitors essential oils. Okay, I hope that we are clear on that matter. So whatever you see on the labels, whether it's therapeutic grade or certified pure therapeutic grade, is actually meaningless at all. Okay, it doesn't serve any purpose at all because there's no existing standards for it as of the moment. Now, how can we test the purity of essential oils as normal consumers like me or like you? Well, unfortunately, there is no way for us to test or check the purity of essential oils that we bought, whether online or from some stores, because it's beyond our capacity. The only person who could check the purity of the essential oils are the chemists themselves, because only the chemists could determine the chemical, okay, the chemical components of that particular oil. So we have to apply a little chemistry in here to check its purity and its authenticity of the essential oils. And again, it is not just any chemist, okay? He should be the person who has knowledge in essential oils and who has a lot of experiences in terms of testing essential oils. Even with the chemical laboratory involved, they should only be testing essential oils and no other things like urine testing, drug testing, or chemical testing. The chemical laboratory that would conduct the test should come from should be testing essential oils only. Okay, now there is a certain person in the world that is recognized or is the authority in testing essential oils. You could go and search him in Google. His name is Dr. Robert Papas. He has years of experience in testing essential oils, and he actually established or founded Essential Oils University. Now, I could put that link down below in here so you could check it. And he actually contains, or he has actually created a database. Okay, the database actually contains thousands of reports specific to essential oils in terms of its chemical constituents or chemical components. So all the authors, they're actually creating a book out of essential oils or aromatherapy, would actually reference to the scientific studies, research done by Dr. Papas, and they have a wide, wide database of essential oils in terms of its chemical structure. So I hope that you could check on that, guys. And again, in testing the purity of the oils, they will conduct a series of testings, and the basic one is the GCMS testings. GC stands for gas chromatography and MS stands for mass spectrometry, and this is just one of the basic testings that chemical laboratories or the chemists could do to check the purity of essential oil. I will discuss these later on in a separate video because this is more of in-depth, but just to give you an overview, these are just one of the tests that they could do for the essential oils. And for us consumers, can we still use essential oils? Because as what we have learned, these labels, therapeutic grade or certified pure therapeutic grade, is actually meaningless at all. How can we assure ourselves that what we get are pure essential oils when in fact it's beyond our capacity at home because we are not a chemist? And if you are a chemist, then at least you will have at least a background of checking the chemical components of it. But for regular consumers like us, what we can do just to give ourselves a peace of mind is actually request. We have to request from the supplier a test documentation report of the essential oils. And once we have received the report, we have to check the date. Okay, it has to be a current date, because there was an issue before that there's a certain company supplying essential oils who have their oils tested through Dr. Papas. And Dr. Papas discovered that they have been using an old report to give it to their consumers who are requesting for such testing, and that is not a current reflection of the oils that they're testing. So it's like fraudulent or it's scam. So that company is forever banned from Dr. Papa's. He doesn't want to test the oils from this company. It is because in the first place they're using an old report of the essential oils. So that's the reason why that in case we're gonna ask a report, make sure to check on the date. It should be a current date, okay? And check on the numbers. There is what we call a lot number, and these numbers should not be altered. And that's the reason why that you could also check that as a reference point. And again, as what I told you earlier, that it has, the one who will be checking the essential oils is not just any chemist. He is a chemist that is knowledgeable in essential oils, and the chemical laboratory is only testing essential oils and none other things at all. So that is what we can do. Now, if you have the budget, you could actually ask a third-party chemical lab to check the oils that you purchase, but I think that is impractical at all. And again, there are only a few chemical laboratories who are actually exclusively testing essential oils at the moment. But just check the link below. I could link it to the Essential Oils University so you could check it yourself. It's good that we actually educate ourselves further, widen our knowledge in terms of essential oils, and we're not just only basing it on the product information data sheet that we see on the websites of the brand names or the companies selling essential oils, like, oh, this particular essential oil is good for reducing stress or pain relief, or it promotes wellness, or it helps you with your sleep and all. It's not just that, okay? If you could find a way, if you could find a time, or research more about essential oils, then there's more to it. And I'd just like to tell you with my experiences, I've been using essential oils for more than 8 years already, and it's just I decided recently that I could pursue a career out of it. So I want to become a clinical aromatherapist, and I was just certified as an essential oil specialist recently, and I'm currently enrolled in a course for my certification as a certified aromatherapist. Still working on that. I'm almost done with my class, and I'll be doing some case studies as well. So hopefully before the year ends, I will get my certification. So this video serves as a guide or as a documentation for me in my journey to clinical aromatherapy, and I'm happy to share this information to you as well. It's just like sharing an information or educating us with the right information about essential oil and aromatherapy. And yeah, this is just a personal documentation of mine, and I hope that I could help you in a way. Now, if you find this video valuable, please give me a thumbs up, okay? Or if you could subscribe to my channel, please do so. And just don't forget to hit that bell notification button down up here there, okay, so that if I have new videos, you get notified as well. All right, so thanks for listening, guys, and do check out for my next videos more about essential oils and aromatherapy. I've also written about this, how to check the purity of essential oils. I have a blog dedicated to it, so I'll be putting the link down below as well, so you could reference it in case you prefer reading the article rather than checking the video. And it is also linked to my podcast, so if you prefer just listening the audio version of this, then I have also a podcast version of this video. So there you go, guys. Thanks for watching, and I hope that you learned something about essential oils today. And all together, let's get oily. Goodbye.